Today, two things. The first one, some of you guys have been asking if I could make a tour of my base. I'll like give a tour. I'll do that today. And also, we've crossed 7,000 subscribers during the weekend. Last I checked, we were at the 730 or something like that. So for that, guys, I have to say thank you. Obviously, that wouldn't be possible without you guys. So let's get started. I'll show you around, not all my bases. I'll show you around my bases for my multiverse character. Maybe someday I'll do all my bases. I guess we'll have to give it some thoughts. So this is pretty much my main base where I keep all my armories. I'm not sure exactly what the theme was when I started. I just knew that this was going to be the base, the main base that my character was going to use for the armories. And then I made a little flash wing, as you can see here, with the awesome cosmic thread mill. If you wonder where to get the thread mill, it comes from the marketplace. There's a little pack with some flash-based items, and you get a whole bunch of stuff. But the thread mill is something that's so awesome. Never thought we would have it in our base, and now we have. I wish we could set it so that it would be our teleporter or something, so that we could use it as our teleporter to go from area to area. Oh, here's a little T-sphere. I'm showing it to you because sometimes I just can see it. I don't know if it disappears, if it's stealth, if it goes through a wall and just disappear. I'm not sure, but there's our little T-sphere today. I'll probably make a video when I get the chance. So far, I'm not sure what it does. It seems to go around and scan a few things. Like right now, it seems to be scanning our little cat. Those banners, for those who are wondering, I think I recall I got them in Trigon's prison from the Sons of Trigon's DLC. Here I made a little maze using some library walls. Oh, let's go around. I'm still wondering, there's probably still some stuff I should put in here. I guess it's a work, like the same here. So it's a work in progress, but it's getting there. Oh, and of course, I almost forgot our friend Makes You Spilling. So we have our little imp here who's protecting our gold. So let's go upstairs. So if you saw my few videos with the questions, that's where his office resides, with all his files. I'm trying to come up with a name for the videos with the question files or something, files of the question, I don't know. I'm still working on it. And of course you have here our question armory. With the awesome question mask that we got just not too long ago. There's a little broker. And there's a little mailbox. I have two mailboxes in some of those layers. I kind of like going to the broker and then being able to go to the mailbox. But I have also another mailbox at the entrance. So when I get into my base, I can check my mail. Or when I play the broker and I need to go get something in my mail, I don't have too far to go. I wish we could customize where we put our amenities. Oh well. So let's go down in the basement. The basement is still a work in progress. There's a bunch of Star Labs item and a bunch of Argus screens. I'm still working on this little area. Here's our little training dummy. You'll notice in all my bases, I try to put everything in the same place, like all the amenities in the same place. I have a lot of bases, so it's kind of confusing if I don't. Like here's my respect station. And here's my crafting station with the crafting vendor. Here I'm trying to make a sort of old school crafting area. Like you see the old crafting table, you see the alchemy table, some garage equipment, the old-fashioned forge. So it's getting there slowly and surely. And also the awesome Minotaur gate. I have to get more of that gate. I love it. Let's go back up. I'm not sure. Did I put something in it on top? I guess not. Nah, not this one. Oh, our friend Crypto is going loco. Oh, he's going to twirl around. I love that little dog. Although when he barks or does stuff like that while I'm recording, sometimes the evil Crypto drowns what I'm saying. These are cat posts, if you're wondering. Sometimes the cats will scratch on those posts or interact with them. It's a once in a while thing, but it happens. And I have two cats. I have our little friend here, and I have the orange cat, Tickle. Ah, there he is. You're so cute. Even though evil Crypto is mean to our poor Tickle sometimes. I'm sure you guys saw that. Cracks me up every time. And our friend Ambush Bug, which sometimes will interrupt me while I'm making a video. Surprised he's not saying anything right now. So that's my other mailbox. Oh, talking of the devil. So I like having my mailbox at the entrance so that when I warp in, I can go straight to the mailbox if I need to. But again, if I play the broker, oh, and here's our little, where's it going? Here's our little briefing. The mysterious briefing. Let's try and click on it. Oh, our friend Tico goes crazy. They seem to not like the briefing too much. So here's the rest of my armories. And here's the Armory of the Multiverse. I love that base item. Although I'm always looking for ways to use it. Oh well. Let's move back a bit. Here we have some of our pretty awesome looking posters. When they gave us a batch of Justice League posters, I have to admit I wasn't crazy about a lot of them, but I love this one. Oh, Crypto is barking. Evil Crypto. Kind of like this drawing of the Justice Society of America, but holy crap, the face that Wonder Woman is making on that poster, it creeps me out every time. Here's our awesome time sphere. Love it. But I guess Crypto doesn't. He broke it. He's so mean sometimes. Some more Armory of the Multiverse. And here's a poster we got quite some time ago. I forget which anniversary this was for, but I love this poster. Although the hero version is much better than the villain version, I thought the villain version was not as good at all. Oh, it happens. Our whole Daily Planet thingy. Our Superman memorial. And of course, our new tuning fork. Love this window. I'm gonna have to get a handful of them and try to come up with something cool. And some of our cool looking covers. I wish we had more covers, and especially more classic covers, but what can you do? And of course, the Crisis on Infinite Earth cover. I love this. It took me a while to get it though. For some reason, it took me forever to be able to get this. But I had the small version a few times, but I finally got lucky and got the big version in one of the reward box for the Superman 80th anniversary. So let's go to our next layer. Oh, and of course, you guys saw I made my Red Death video not too long ago. So you can see those armories that I've used. Oh, our friend Crypto is rolling on his little blanket. Oh, he's so cute. Let's feed him a bit. Because we can. Ah, good Crypto. Here's, I guess, a sneak peek. I'm working on a character creation video for our friend Green Lantern. And I have to make a Dr. Fate video. Our armory is set. I just didn't get the chance to make the video itself, but it's coming soon. So let's go to layer number 2, which will be the multi-cafe. I'll do them in order, because why not? It's so dark. So again, you'll notice it's always the same setup. The mailbox at the entrance. and everything else is pretty much more at the same place. And here's our little Superman cafe. If you guys watch How It Should Have Ended, they always have those fun videos with Batman and Superman in a little cafe. This is the closest I could come up with to recreate that cafe. I've used it before in one or two video. I think only one video. I'm not sure. And of course, our little home theater. I'm gonna have to work on this a bit more next time we have access to those base items. Here's the billions of bombshell posters that I have. And I probably have a few more that I didn't put up just yet. Oh well. Of course, if you didn't recognize it, this is the Atlantean base, or the Atlantis base. I forget the actual official name. Sadly, it's still in the process of being decorated, so you can see I have a whole bunch of sculpture up there, or engraving, I should say. So I'm not sure yet here what I'll turn this room into, but we still have time. The same for the top part here. And downstairs is also still a work in progress. Although I have a billion Star Row base items, so I should be able to add a few more. So I guess this will be a Star Row themed part of the base. I'm not sure just yet. And here I guess I'm going to make it into some sort of medical facility. Wish we could interact a bit with this, but now well. Like sadly you can't really lie on the bed. Of course I'll spark target. So I pretty much reset my bases not too long ago, so I'm still in the process of redecorating all my bases. But you can see some of the nice posters. Again, I wish we had more classic posters like this one to put in our bases. Maybe someday as time goes by. Like an awesome Swamp Thing poster by our friend Bernie Wrightson. Pretty awesome artist who had a good run on Swamp Thing in the late 70s. And he did an awesome Frankenstein illustrated novel. Oh, and there's all forget the name of this totem. A water totem. So I guess this would be the Aquaman room, I suppose. But again, as you can see, I'm still in the process. And those statues, next summer seasonal, I'm gonna have to get a whole bunch of those statues. I love those. I didn't get many this year. I was a bit of a slacker pumpkin eater, but what can you do? And there's all
The main gala hall is a cultural exchange center to share food, art, and aspects of our individual cultures.
Don't often interact with our little spinner station. Once in a while. Our little Aquaman statue. And I have the big one over here.
Mara, my love, no matter how far away I travel or how many leagues of sea might separate us, I will always remember and cherish the promises we made on the day we were married. Even now, after years long past, I can recall every word of our wedding vows.
I thought the dialogues were at random, but someone told me at some point that there's actually a specific order, so we won't play them all. So it's still a work in progress. Awesome cover. Big fan of Ivan Reyes, I think you say his name. Love his work, and this poster is pretty awesome. So let's go to our next base. And here you can see one of the nice loading screen we got not too long ago. Some people they weren't too happy about them. I can understand, but you have to understand that this is pretty much a concept art. It was never really meant to be published. So if it looks a bit crude sometimes, that is why. It's usually only for inspiration, if it makes sense. These are all doggy dog. We don't have a Ace the Bat Hound, so I guess our friend Wonder Dog is the closest thing we have just yet. And here it's a mixture of this is pretty much a Batman base mixed with Teen Titans. With this character, I didn't have enough Batman base items to fill out the whole base. So as usual, you can see the mailbox at the entrance. There's all oh, Wonder Dog is getting crazy. Let's feed him a bit. It's been a while. So let's start with the Teen Titans area and we'll come back. So obviously, as you can see, I got a whole bunch. Whenever I see some Teen Titans item on sale on the broker, I grab them. And of course, I got a few playing some Teen Titans content, but not that much. Here's a little drone that we purchased some time ago. Took me forever to purchase the cyborg style.
Patrolling for intruders.
Once I got some marks, some Teen Titans cred, all I had in mind was to purchase our friend here, or even our friend Wonder Dog. So here's some pretty cool looking Teen Titan screen. But I need more of those. Some more here.
Performing scheduled patrol.
So again, here's my second mailbox. If you're wondering how I was able to get two mailboxes, there's one that you can purchase from Marketplace.
Greetings, visitor.
And there's one that you can get gathering collections, and I got both. It's still a work in progress, obviously, but it's getting there. I love those T posts. And you can see our little drone doing his job.
Scanning island perimeter.
Here I tried something. I'm not sure if I'll leave it like that. I love these elevator door. Good to try to recreate walls in your lair if you need to. And whatever I get, I see some not too expensive on the broker. I grab them. So here's a little crafting station again, with what I thought would be a good theme. Like this is a more modern version than some of the previous versions I showed you. Again, it's still a work in progress, but it's getting there. And let's cross around the other way. This is our little training area.
Scanning island perimeter.
I'm a bit of a slacker pumpkin eater. I should probably get more items for this place, but next time. And of course, all training target. So here you can see a little, looks like a little Brainiac robot. Now let's go back upstairs.
Patrolling for intruders.
Not sure why our drone is sinking into the floor. It happens. Might be why sometimes I don't see the T-sphere. Maybe sometimes the T-sphere sinks into the floor. Who knows. And here's a little Batman area. Sadly, I wish we could have a big version of the Batcave like this, because the T-Rex, you can fit the T-Rex in the cave lair, but not so much. So we need a big room like this in the Batcave lair, so that we can pretty much do a setup not unlike what I did. There's a little interactive bat scene. Oh, that's not the interactive one. I'm so sad now. So the windows from Riddle with Crime. Some awesome bat signals. Oh, I don't have. Oh, I guess this is the interactive one. There we go. Of course, our little Batmobile. That's a fun little item to have. It's like almost a Roomba, but shaped like a Batmobile, if it makes sense. And I love this Bat computer. I should probably get some more. I got some more for my Batman character not too long ago. But maybe I should get some more for this character. I'll have to give it some thoughts. Of course, a little platform here with the awesome Batman window. And the Batwing, of course. So I'm fairly happy with this room, although there's still probably things I could add to it still. Now let's go back to our last base. I wish we could get the big room for all of our layers. Like, I wish they would sell, I don't know, a $5 extension so that we could have the big room for every style in our layer. Otherwise, as you can see, I caved in, and I'm just using the Atlantis layer and the Brainiac layer right now with this character because I want to have the big room. Here, this is pretty much the, I guess I would say the Crime Syndicate, or maybe the Evil layer. I'm not sure how to properly qualify it. So we got some nice Ultraman statue, Owlman statue. I wish we could have a Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman statue like that. And I know they exist in some of the maps, but so far we only got the Superman statue. I guess it'll have to do for now. Of course, our metal covers we got very recently. The Alexander Luthor ship. The Brainiac window. Love this window. This one is also a work in progress. Not there just yet, but slowly but surely. Sadly, that's what happens when I go crazy and I decide to reset all my bases. Then it takes a while to redecorate them. Here I'm trying to come up with Lex Luthor's office. So again, our broker next to our second mailbox. I tried to change it recently, and I came back to the setup. Like having the bank here is much more convenient. I tried it in the basement, and it's a bit annoying having to go in the basement all the time. Every time you need to use your mailbox. And of course, the Dark Knight's Metal Batman. I think it's the alternate #1 cover. I love it. I wish we could have the little Robins as backups, but we can get them. We can get them thanks to some of the augments we just got. If you guys have wondered, like I did, where the Dark Knight Robins came from, if you look on the augments at the very bottom, there's the Ruthless Road Crew, and so basically through the Dark Multiverse in the Justice League Dark mission, and not Justice League Dark, Metal Part 1 missions, you have the Dark Robin that can appear. It says that there's a random chance. I'm not sure how big or small the chance is, but I've seen it happen quite a few times. I was wondering where people got it. Now we know. And here, it's still a work in progress. Some sort of creepy alien type part of the lair. Those paws, I have a billion of them. So here's our crafting vendor. I love to use big items to try to cover some of the vendors when it fits within the theme. So I guess at the next anniversary event, I'm gonna have to get a whole bunch of those Brainiac base items. We'll see. And the worst is that I have a whole bunch of other pods that I could put in here. I'll try maybe to put some more next time. Oh yeah, the other another Batman metal poster, not bad looking. I was tempted to wait a bit before making this layer tour, so that I could decorate a bit more, but we reached, as I mentioned at the start of the video, we reached 7,000 subscribers, and again for that I have to say thank you guys. So our little CSA table, I wish we had a Justice League table, or even better a JSA table like this, but for now the CSA table will do. And of course the Moebius chair, I love this chair. I got it for my legal and for a handful of characters. And of course the Dark Knight's metal posters, most of which are pretty cool. There's one or two that I'm not sure about, but overall, like this one is pretty cool by our friend Jim Lee. I love this one with the Lama card. This one is okay, but I love this one. So again, the chimney one. This one is freaky. It looks like an album, a weird rock album from, I think it was a Kiss album from the 80s. Of course, the big version of the Brainiac window. Love this. And of course, I used I forget, the antimatter portal to be able to customize my teleporter. I wish we could customize the look of some of our amenities, and in a roundabout ways we can, but we have to put a pretty big base item that can cover the teleporter on top of it. But it works well enough. It's not perfect, but sadly sometimes within the context of DC Universe Online, we have to make a few compromises. It happens. And this is pretty much it for our base tour, guys. I hope you had a bit of fun watching this. Some of you guys have been asking for this. So tonight's the night. We gave you our little tour. And also again, thank you very much guys for 7,000 subscribers. Obviously again, it's not possible without you. I'm very grateful for you guys. You guys, every day you guys make me feel like a superstar or a rock star, as some of you mentioned. And I really appreciate it, guys. So that's going to be pretty much it for now, guys. So again, guys, thank you very much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.